The year was 1989. Jordan Belfort found Stratton Oakmont, a brokerage firm that will shock the entire Wall Street. With his magnetic personality and persuasive charm, Belfort made an empire fueled by aggressive sales tactics and dubious financial dealings. Business, cash, cars, girls, and drugs, he had it all.
One word that comes to my mind is that I'm proud.
Now fast forward to July 18, 2003, Belfort has been sentenced to prison for 4 years for securities fraud and money laundering. He also had to become an informant for the FBI and wore a wire against numerous partners and associates, later testifying against many of them. But what happened? How exactly did a little Jewish boy from the Bronx go on to lose it all after winning it all? Welcome to Sleuthing Scams, and today we'll be making a video on the wildlife journey of Jordan Belfort. Chapter 1: Early Beginnings. Jordan Belfort grew up in Queens, New York, and showed an understanding of the business world from a very early age. According to his memoir, The Wolf of Wall Street, Belfort worked with a friend to sell Italian water-iced desserts out of inexpensive styrofoam coolers at a beach near his childhood home. In the summer months between high school and college, Belfort and his partner earned a whopping $20,000. One of Belfort's earliest ventures after his short stint in dental school was as a door-to-door salesperson in Long Island. He said the venture was successful, and that he was able to grow the business to the point where he had a team of several workers capable of moving more than 2 tons of product, in this case meat and seafood, each week. By the time he reached age 25, the business failed, and Jordan filed for bankruptcy. It was only then that he became interested in work as a stockbroker, a position he entered with the help of a family friend. His charisma and knack for sales quickly propelled him to success. Chapter 2: Stratton Oakmont.
Welcome to Stratton Oakmont.
In 1987, Belfort founded Stratton Oakmont, a brokerage firm that would soon become infamous for its aggressive tactics and unscrupulous practices. The firm functioned as a boiler room that marketed penny stocks and defrauded investors with pump-and-dump stock sales. The firm at one point employed over 1,000 stockbrokers and was involved in stock issues totaling more than $1 billion. Dubbed the Wolf of Wall Street, Belfort's persona epitomized the excesses of the 1990s financial scene. He indulged in a lifestyle of lavish parties, extravagant spending, and substance abuse. His firm Stratton Oakmont specialized in penny stocks and employed high-pressure sales tactics to manipulate markets and defraud investors. Belfort's charisma and persuasive abilities made him a master of the pump-and-dump scheme, leading to immense wealth and notoriety. Belfort wasn't alone in the wildlife he led. He cultivated an organizational culture to embody it. Being a member of his Stratton Oakmont team wasn't just about making money, but also spending it in the most outlandish ways possible. Thanks to the electronic Nasdaq Stock Exchange, it was no longer necessary for investment firms to be physically located on Wall Street, so Belfort founded Stratton Oakmont on nearby Long Island. Chapter 3: The Downfall. Everything was working according to plan. Everything Belfort touched turned into gold. But there was the National Association of Securities Dealers, who were constantly keeping an eye on Stratton Oakmont since the very first day it was formed. As authorities delved deeper into the operations of Belfort's brokerage firm, they uncovered a web of deceit and fraudulent activities. Belfort and his associates were found to have engaged in a variety of illegal schemes, including securities fraud, money laundering, and market manipulation. The evidence against Belfort was damning. His firm had systematically defrauded investors through high-pressure sales tactics, manipulation of stock prices, and dissemination of false information. The scale of the fraud was staggering, resulting in millions of dollars in losses for unsuspecting investors. In 1999, facing mounting legal pressure and overwhelming evidence of wrongdoing, Belfort made the decision to plead guilty to charges of securities fraud and money laundering.
Belfort was the right guy at the right place, committing the right kind of crimes.
Some illegal acts. A lot of what happened was really more about taking advantage of loopholes.
He became an informant for the FBI and wore a wire against numerous partners and associates, later testifying against many of them. On July 18, 2003, Belfort was sentenced to 4 years in prison. He served 22 months of the sentence at the Taft Correctional Institution in Taft, California. It was in exchange for a plea deal with the FBI for running pump-and-dump scams that led to investor losses of approximately $200 million. Belfort was ordered to pay back a little over $110 million that he swindled from stock buyers. His plea deal spared him from facing even more severe penalties, but it also marked the beginning of a new chapter in his life, one defined by remorse, reflection, and redemption. Belfort's arrest sent shockwaves through the financial world and captivated the public's imagination. His story became emblematic of the excesses and ethical lapses that characterized the 90s financial scene. Media outlets seized upon the sensational aspects of his downfall, portraying him as a symbol of greed and hubris. Chapter 4: Back on Track. You know, they say tough times don't last, tough people do. During his time in prison, Belfort shared a cell with Canadian-American comedian Tommy Chong. He encouraged Belfort to write about his experiences as a stockbroker. Belfort went on to write 2 memoirs, The Wolf of Wall Street and Catching the Wolf of Wall Street, which have been published in approximately 40 countries and translated into 18 languages. A film based on his books was released in 2013, starring Leonardo DiCaprio as Belfort, Jonah Hill, and Margot Robbie. Chapter 5: Conclusion. In conclusion, Jordan Belfort's rollercoaster journey from rags to riches to a devastating fall from grace and ultimately to redemption serves as a powerful testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Despite the tumultuous twists and turns of his life, Belfort found the strength to rebuild himself from the ground up. Through his writing and motivational speaking career, he has transformed his past misdeeds into valuable lessons for others, inspiring countless individuals to pursue ethical paths to success. Belfort's story is a reminder that even in the face of adversity, redemption and renewal are always within reach. And on that uplifting advice, it's time for us to call it a day. But we do hope that you liked the video and found it informative. Subscribe to our channel and don't forget to click the bell icon. Your valuable suggestions are very important to us, so do post them in the comment section. And I'll see you in the next video.